What's up, Xbox nerds, Xbox geeks, Xbox freaks, Xbox tribe, nation, mob, squad, goons? What's up with it? And that beautiful day. Yeah. Sitting there drinking on some eggnog here. What's up with it? So what are we talking about here? You know, disabled people are gamers too, right? You know, the blind, the deaf, people that lost their limbs, disabled people, they're gamers too. Let's not forget about it. You know, Phil Spencer said it best. Sales ain't the end all be all to video games. And he was right. Okay? So disabled people are gamers too. Okay? So Forza Horizon 5 now has sign language in it. Forza Horizon 5 and sign language. Okay? You know, I remember on This Week on Xbox, Phil Spencer, I think it was, no, Major Nelson, they were showing off some accessories for the disabled, for the blind and the deaf, you know, and for the people that lost their limbs. They had some controllers for them, you know. So you know, sign language now is being covered now. So Microsoft with Playground Studios, they're leading the charge on this now. And from where I'm standing, Forza Horizon 5 deserves 100 in score. Because you can't leave those gamers out. Sign language, people that are blind, people that are deaf, people that lost a limb, can't leave those people out when it comes to video games. Listen to this. Found this article here on Kotaku. Says Forza Horizon 5 sign language interpreters are a huge step for gaming. Microsoft's next big racing game is reaching out to ASL and BSL. ASL stands for American Sign Language. BSL stands for Britain Sign Language. Okay, players. Okay. Anyway, it says here accessibility options are growing concern among gamers big and small, but Forza Horizon 5 is prepared to go above and beyond industry norms and hopefully set a new standard with an on-screen sign language interpreter, a first of its kind in the future in the AAA gaming a first of its kind in the AAA gaming world. And people say Xbox don't got any exclusives, but we gonna say that argument for another day. But anyway, it says here we're constantly listening to the community to make Forza Horizon 5 inclusive experience for everyone to enjoy. Playground Games creative director Mike Brown recently explained via Xbox Wire, with this in mind, the team is excited to share we're also working on American Sign Language ASL and British Sign Language BSL support for cinematic in Forza Horizon 5. And it says here, Forza Horizon 5 sign language interpreters will appear as a picture-in-picture display, providing a new way for those with difficulties hearing to experience the game storyline. Such it is, while release date wasn't provided for this feature, the developers promised it will be coming to Forza Horizon 5, available now for those purchase the premium edition on November 9th for everyone else soon. Everyone else meaning the Ultimate Edition, Standard Edition, or the upgraded version to where you can play, if you're playing Forza Horizon 5 on Xbox One, but then all of a sudden, say a couple months down the road or so, you get a Series X, then you can get the cross-gen upgrade. Smart delivery. But anyway, it says here, as everyone who else as someone who only let me read that again. as someone whose only problem with hearing comes from attending way too many concerts without the protection of earplugs, I found myself wondering why someone might prefer an ASL interpreter. To say the subtitle track, pretty much every game already provides. This same question recently popped up last year when Deaf American asked the White House to implement sign language alongside caption during the Trump administration COVID-19 briefing. And then it says here, Rupert Dubler, a certified interpreter, told CNN at the time that many members of the deaf community consider closed caption difficult to follow. Furthermore, a speaker tone can't necessarily be conveyed by text alone. A vital facet of speech that supported by an interpreter, facial expression, demeanor, or even the sign they chose to use. Game dialogue may not be as life or death as information on a global pandemic, but the overlap is obvious. Says here, Forza Horizon 5 wide suite of accessibility option also includes the ability to play the game at reduced speed while offline, high contrast and colorblind modes for better visibility, and various subtitle options like adjusting size and highlight keywords. And then it says here, last paragraph, for the very beginning of development of Forza Horizon 5, we made it a priority to incorporate accessibility features. Brown added, we want everyone in the world to be able to experience our game. With more than an estimated 400 million gamers with disability across the globe, it is vital that all players be able to tailor their gameplay in a way that works best for them. Well done, Microsoft and Playground Games. Well done, leading the charge on this. Disabled gamers. Disabled gamers are gamers too, and Xbox was taking this serious during the Xbox One era when they were making accessories for the Xbox One. But now they're gonna add sign language now to video games, a first of its kind. Like Phil Spencer said over at Microsoft, sales ain't the end all be all to video games, and it's so true, you know. And there's so many people that are disabled, you know. Some people lost their limb, some people born with an ingrown disability, some people, you know, probably had to deal with like gunshots or something like that. Some people lost their arm, you know, probably like during natural disasters, or you know, probably at work, or probably probably like surfing or stuff like that, you know. And people have, you know, Microsoft is just trying to meet the needs of every gamer, you know, with the Xbox, with Xbox. That's what they're doing when it comes to this sign language interpreter and making accessories for the disabled, you know, people with disabilities. And this was a good move on their part. As far as I can see, Forza Horizon 5 should get 100, a score of 100, in my opinion, you know, because you have offline play, and you can you can play offline, and you can I mean, and plus there's the sign language option will be available offline too. So this was a huge win for Playground Games, Playground Studios, and Microsoft. And you know, there's different variations of disabilities when it comes to people. So you know, Xbox is just taking this move serious when it comes to video games. You know, it's more to video games than just sales and exclusives, man. And Phil Spencer was right, man. Was right. And they took that serious. They weren't playing around, you know, when they were making those accessories for everybody, you know. Because if they're doing the same for PC, then they're applying the same rules to console. So Forza Horizon 5, should get 100 in my book. In my book. And kudos to the playground games. You know, no gamer left behind. You know, yeah. That was a great move, the first of its kind. So you mean to tell me that when Sony, Nintendo, and Sega was out, they never had sign language in their video games? They never have sign language in their video games. That is huge for Microsoft. That is huge. That's a huge win for them. A huge win for Microsoft. A huge win. You know. So yeah. Yeah, it's an Xbox thing too, by the way. Anyway, I'm gonna leave this video for y'all to enjoy, plus the link in the description box. Nice talking to you people again. Chris, still a Star Wars and Star Trek thing, or Dark Side. Go. Peace.